Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Three Bands. Got a really neat pair of shoes to show you today. These are the Snoop Dogg Bush shoes. They're called the Bush shoe because in 2015, Snoop released his album, Bush. Now, Snoop is signed with Adidas, so they didn't do this as a collaboration shoe and go through the whole sample process. They just wanted to make a special pair of shoes and give it to him and say, hey, good luck with the album. They made, I think, 100 pair of these, and then they also made this special box, and these are the ones that they actually gave to Snoop. Now, here we go in 2017. Eminem and StockX got together with celebrities because there was a lot of hurricanes that year. So they got different shoes, and you could enter for like 10 bucks a piece and pick the pair of shoes that you wanted if you won the raffle. And lo and behold, the gentleman that won these lived in Tel Aviv, and I was able to negotiate and get the shoes. But I love the fact that it was for a great cause as well. And I do love the fact that it belonged to Snoop Dogg because I'm a huge hip-hop fan. That's what I grew up listening to, along with other music, but definitely hip-hop was a major influence in my life. Also, what I think is really neat is every time I have this box on display in my room, and it's a green, of course, and I know Snoop Dogg and his whole relationship with cannabis, you know, it makes me remember even when he was doing his music earlier of how socially unacceptable cannabis was, and now it is very much socially acceptable. So just that whole story, it just makes me smile every time. And again, you know, I gravitate to anything with a story, and these particular shoes really do have a story. Just a really quick shout out to Brian Oates and the DYC crew. Him and I have been talking a lot lately. I just wanted to tell him, you know, hey, I appreciate you reaching out. I appreciate the conversations that we had. Moving on, I know that you may notice these shoes sitting to the left and right of me. These are the Ian Browns that I did a quick reel on. I just wanted to share a little bit about them before I make the actual video. These actual shoes were released in 2005. These shoes were signed by Ian Brown in 2005. The reason it says a JMJ Tribute on it is because it was along with the JMJ Foundation, along with Crooked Tongues. They came together, they got Ian Brown to sign the shoes and dedicate them to JMJ. Then they had an auction for them, and then they gave that money away. So I've got all the provenance to go with it, but just a really neat pair of shoes as well. I'm just going to grab these and kind of show them up to you now. Let the camera grab them. I love the fact that it's just a classic black and white silhouette. Not much to it. It's got Bush on it, but I do love the green hits and the lace locks there. Adidas Superstar. Boom. Beautiful. All right. There you go. Then I want to grab the box because the box is really dope by itself, and just kind of show it to you. We'll go around the back here. I mean, it's just a really neat box. I love it. That green on it and how the wood grain is in there is really sick. And then coming around the front, if my camera will play nice with me, you'll be able to see that on the inside, that's supposed to be the, you know, hemp or the grass that's on the inside. So I think that's pretty cool. There we go. You can see that now. I'll take the cover off. Maybe it'll help a little bit better. And this is just an acrylic front that pops off. And then on the inside, there we go. You can see it sitting in there on the grass, which I just think is just hilarious. I'll take the shoes out so you can kind of see on the inside the Adidas hit. Then I'll grab both of these shoes just for good measure, put them together as I always do. I love to do this. And there we go. Adidas Bush. Just another sick pair of shoes. I love this shoe and I love the story that goes with it. So you know me, I collect what I love, and I love meeting everyone out there who also collects what they love. Never follow the hype, be yourself. This is Three Bands, and I'm out till next time. Peace.